Hello, Robin. As you can imagine, there's quite a lot to talk about in this video. I'm going to go vaguely chronologically, or try to. And see how it goes. So, when did I last make a video? Thursday. Emily came to my house that Thursday and hung around until Sunday when I left. It was a really nice last weekend, and in particular the actual leaving, at the airport, was really nice. I think goodbyes are hard. I don't really know what to expect from them. What is there even to expect from them, and why does it matter? What separates a good goodbye from a bad goodbye? I don't know, but this was a good goodbye. It was really sweet, and I thought it was a nice way to leave it. I've been feeling a lot of things. Also, that's another thing. If I'd made this video yesterday afternoon, or yesterday morning, or a couple of days ago, they would each be just completely different videos, because I've been so up and down. I was more than ever, this has been an emotional roller coaster. I've got mood swings, basically. But yeah, the going away was really nice. Well, going away wasn't really nice, but the goodbye was really nice. My parents were there and Emily was there. They came to the airport, and that made getting on the plane a lot easier, I think. There's been a lot of feeling. I've been feeling a lot of things. Yeah, it's so surreal. I need to get back to chronologicalness because I'm losing my way a bit. I hope you're prepared for a long video. What am I saying? Yeah, airport. The airport was an airport. I have a lot of stuff with me. I have a suitcase, a bag with my boots and helmet in, a carry-on bag, and my laptop bag. It's rather a lot to carry all on my own, but I dumped them at the airport. First flight went to Toronto. It was an 8-hour flight. There was 2 films that they showed on the plane. One was Ocean's 8, which was just dreadful. It was a really awful film. It was just nothing interesting happened in it at all. There was no suspense. It was just some things are happening. Bad film. Then there was The Greatest Showman. Good film, but a bit given the current situation. It was a flight. I was in it. The guy sat next to me was nice. We were on a row of 3 and there was just the 2 of us, so we had a little, look at us with the extra space. Plane landed in Toronto. There, I crossed the border in Toronto. I got my work visa, and oh yeah, I forgot about this, but I was in Toronto airport for 18 hours. I didn't sleep for so long. I didn't sleep on the plane. I got a bit of sleep in the airport, in patches, 15-minute patches, and then I slept on the next flight pretty through, so that was 4 hours-ish of sleep. But I was a tired boy, and I had hoped that because I was really tired, so I thought maybe I could use that to my advantage and counter the jet lag. I just absolutely am fully jet lagged. I wake up at a completely reasonable time in the UK, and 4 in the morning here. But anyway, yeah, so the plane got to Calgary. I picked up my suitcases. I went to the shuttle bus that would take me to downtown Calgary, and I was told that they wouldn't have me because they couldn't fit my skis on a bus. Quite how... I fit my skis in cars. I think they can fit in a bus, but whatever. I had to take public transport. I thought it would be a nightmare. It was only a very small nightmare. It was really mostly quite fine. On the bus, I've been trying to. Basically, I've been mostly sad up to this point, but then on the bus, I was just struck by this sort of familiarity as we drove down. It was like the buses are just like in Vancouver, the roads are just like in Vancouver. It was all so familiar. It was quite weird, like just driving. It was just like, oh, I'm back here. It's so surreal. But anyway, the bus drive was like an hour, and then I got to downtown Calgary. I think Calgary is a nice place, like more so than most places. Like, you know how American cities are, there's just like suburbs for ages and then the city, but this, like, Calgary is just like nothing, and then whoa, you're downtown, there's like skyscrapers everywhere, but like it's like 3 kilometers from one end to the other of that or something, and then it's just like flat again. The downtown hub is really sort of compact. And like, I'll show you a bit of this. I think that might have been quite dreadful. Also, there's a little skating rink here. How cute is that? You can just come along and skate if you want. But I don't have any skates. Yeah, it's a nice place. Like, it's quite easy to get around. There's a little train system. It's kind of like a tram, really, but it's quite big for a tram. It's just like trains that go on the road, and there's no like level crossings for it. There's just stoplights, so there's traffic going across, and then it'll be like, well, stop traffic, and a train will like barrel through. It's quite weird, but the train's free in the city centre, so that's nice. You can just like scooch up and down. First night I felt pretty sad because I'm not in the same country as my friends anymore, but I didn't have too long to worry about that because I fell asleep very quickly. I had a few things that I wanted to talk about and I've lost the order of it, but anyway, so my first full day I was like, I'll get down to it, I'll sort out my social insurance number, which I need to do. I'll like get my jobs out of the way. So I went down to Service Canada, which looks a lot like the DMV does in films. There's like a big waiting area and there's so much waiting, everything's really slow. You go to a booth and then someone like talks to you. It was like the sloth scene of Zootopia. But anyway, yeah, I went there, tried to get a social insurance number, which I need to get a job, and a bank account. It's quite important. And I was told that my work permit has been flagged, probably due to a clerical error. So this is kind of nothing to do with me, but it might mean, worst case scenario, that I can't work for like a month or so, which is not ideal. So she told me to go back to the airport and get my thing reissued. And I walked towards the bus to go back to the airport, but then it occurred to me that I hadn't actually got it in Calgary Airport. I got it in Toronto Airport, so I couldn't go back and get another one. So I went back, and then they told me to ring someone. I rang someone, I was on hold for like 40 minutes, but I was feeling pretty low at this point, but the guy on the phone was super helpful, and if what he says is true, it should be fine. I hope it's fine. It would be really nice if it was fine, because otherwise I'm going to move to Fernie. They don't have a Service Canada office. Like, I'm going to have to do it all by post. Nah. Hopefully it'll be fine. I deserve a bit of fine after all this. That kind of brings us to today, but I've only been talking for 9 minutes. I've like rambled about lasagna for this long in other videos. Yeah, what else have I? Just this morning I looked at mobile phone stuff. Phones are expensive in Canada because there's a lot of Canada and not actually much of it has people in it, but they all want 4G. So it's like $50 a month for the minimum you get like some texts, like some calls, and a little bit of internet, and then that's all you got. But I've managed to swindle it so that I can get all the Black Friday deals. So I think it'll work out as only slightly painful. It'll be like $40 a month, and I'll get 4 gigabytes out of that, which is pretty alright. I'm glad that I was here for this deal, to be honest. Yeah, it's funny being here on your own. Like, I woke up today and I went to the mobile phone thing, but it's like, I gave myself a week here, and thank God I did, because of all this work permit business to sort all this out. But like, it's not going to be full. I can just do whatever I want. It's like, oh, what shall I do now? And the only consideration, like the only thing you have to take into account is what you want to do. So you just do whatever you want. It's quite liberating. I'm sure people live like that anyway, and it's quite a good way to live, but I'm always like, oh no, that might annoy that person. Oh, I'm sure they'd rather, I'll just do whatever they want. I'm sure that annoys them anyway. Maybe this is it. Yeah, like I say, it's been really up and down, and had I made this at a different moment, I'm sure it could be vastly more negative, or just not made at all. I think I'll leave it here. My next one will probably, I'll be in Fernie then, so that'll be good. I've got myself a lift booked. That'll be good. We'll see how it goes. One more thing is that there's just no snow. Where's all the snow? It's November. There's like evidence that there was snow a month ago around, but there's like, there should be snow. This has been a really bad start to the season, and I hope it picks up quite a bit after this. I'll stop going on. This has been long enough, and I will talk to you soon. Until that time, stay old. I was just walking back from the shops, and I realised that I hadn't even mentioned your visit in the video, which is, oh, sorry, it was lovely. I'm very tired. It was really nice. I've been feeling pretty bad up until then. I'd not had a good couple of days, and that really cheered me up. We probably said in another video who was coming. Christian and Millie, you and Helen came. We all just like chatted and had fun. We made breakfast with Christian's weird bacon. That's right, we have spoken about this on the videos. Yeah, it was really nice. We played golf. The golf was whatever, but you were there, so it was good. It was a really nice sending you off, and the package you got me was so cute. I love that. Some of the gifts are really nice. I will end this video in a second, I promise. I just would have felt awful if I'd left that out. One last thing I wanted to say though. You know how Americans are obsessed with having pickle in their burgers? Well, I had a burger with pickle in it, and I just realised that it's a great flavour. Like, it was pickle and mustard, and it was just such a tasty burger. It was so good. I'd never embraced the pickle before, and I think I might be transforming. But anyway, this really actually is the end of the video now. I'm going to go in and cook. I think I'm sorting out my jet lag now. It's like night time and I'm awake, so that's a better sign. Talk to you soon. Stay old.